Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Myself Raghavinder. So, in the last videos we have been discussing about how to install the Docker and what is Docker exactly and how images work and all. Now in this video, I'm just explaining Docker images versus containers. So how what is the difference between the images and containers, because most people are not clear about this. So what are the images and how the containers works and what is the role of the images. In this very short video I'll explain clearly so that you can understand and try to pull your docker image existing docker images, and also you can run your own docker images. So let's get started. In the I have created an infographic for your better understanding. So this is a complete Docker image blueprint where we have everything like app code, runtime dependencies, everything will be there. So you can just get the images using pull and build. So why pull and build, which means, so with pull Docker pull, so you can download a pre-made images. Like in the previous video also we have pulled the hello world image, and we have also created the docker image using we have created a docker file and we are tested using docker build. So you can write, if you want you can also watch the previous video where we have written the basic docker file and how to write the docker file guidelines. So we have also discussed that. So once you create your docker file, you can add a command docker build so that you can build your own docker image. Got it? So it's a blueprint where you can create many docker containers. So docker containers a live instance of image that uses cpu, memory and network. So it's a running application. Docker container is a running application where your complete app will be running, but in the image it has the it's a blueprint where in the container your application will be running, where you make your application work. And it feels so confusing while using the docker, like we have images, container, pull versus build, run versus start, like there are many things will be there. So pull and build we use for images, and run, start we use for docker containers. So the one simple analogy that makes it all click: images, a recipe, blueprint, template, and container, the running application created from the blueprint. From this blueprint we create a running application. So a image never runs, a container always created from an image. So here are the points we have. So for simple understanding, uh, the what is docker image? A read-only blueprint. It is static collection of files stored on your disk or in a registry. So it has no cpu or memory allocation. It is not an executing process. So here we have the dependencies and application, the application code and everything, but here we are not running the application. Here we have the complete information. Got it? What it contains: application code, a runtime like example node, python, java, etc., and libraries and dependencies based on the application, and essential os level files. And in the container, so a running instance of an image. This is the moment a blueprint become a live application. You can have many separate containers running from the same single image. So it uses cpu, memory, network resources, and what you can do with it: start it, stop it and delete it. So at side by side comparison. So image is a blueprint and running instance. It's a image is a read only, but container is a read and write. So resources doesn't use cpu, but it uses cpu and memory. So created once, created can be created many times from one image. So deleting a container does not delete the image it was built from. If you can delete your container, but once you delete your container, it won't affect the your image. You can always run the new container there. So image on a local disk or in a registry, you can run. Once you run, the container is created and runs. Docker uses the image as a template to create a live running process. So you can stop them, like if you use the docker stop, so it stop the container. Or if you use the docker rm, means remove, it will permanently delete it. So stop and remove are not same. So stop, and then you can also start them. So here is the life cycle of the container. So docker created, so you can create the and run the container using docker run, docker start. And you can stop and start the application using these commands, docker stop, docker start. And if you want to remove, you can remove the container permanently. And a stopped container still exists on your system, a removed container is gone forever. And pull versus build. So docker pull, docker hub registry. So where we have the docker hub, I'll show you. So here is the docker hub. Here we have all the images, okay, in the docker hub. And download a pre-built image from the registry. So download someone else finished blueprint, so like nginx, redis, node, etc. And docker bull, where you have the your docker file and you have written the complete uh, requirements in your docker file. Then you can build the docker image from the docker file. So create your own custom image from the docker file, create your own unique blueprint. This is what you do for your own applications in the real world projects. Essential commands for managing your containers. Docker pull nginx, downloads a blueprint of the nginx. So run nginx, create a new, when you enter run, so create a new container and starts it. This is a two-in-one command. Stop with the container id, then stop the container. And if you remove and enter the container id, so it will delete permanently. So remember these things. So image is a blueprint, container is a running application, pull is a download image, build is a create a new image, and run docker run command, create plus start container, bring your blueprint to life. So that's about the simple the differentiation between image and container. I hope this video helpful a lot, because I have simplified this. And I think you can learn more with this simple video. So yeah, thank you so much. And please do like and subscribe to our channel, and comment your opinion or your suggestions, mainly because since I'm doing this journey is very new for me. So you can always suggest me. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you like the video. Bye bye.